Okay. We gotta muck around with this. Oh yeah. Oh, hide the names. There you go. Alright. Hey. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Hey, guess what? Got another game of Arcs. Another game of Arcs for you all. Welcome along if you haven't seen my channel before. I play Arcs, Leaders in War. A good time. Chill vibes. And we talk about this game as we play it, as we make the decisions that we're making. Plan is to try and get one of these out a week. This is the second one this week. I'm very excited about this. So thank you for joining. I hope that wherever you are well. Okay, so let's have a look at our position. We have got the mix up 1, which means a little bit less weapon, a little bit less fuel, and a little bit less material. We are the first position, so we will get the first turn, which is interesting because it means that we can declare first. Warrior and Archivist have both been taken, and then the Ancient Holdings has been taken, which is an interesting first choice. We've got some strong players here. Let me just check that we've got everything covered up. Very good. Let's move my little picky. You don't need to see my face. You don't need me. There we go. Okay. So Overseer's looking strong. Looking at our setup, though, we've got a slot is Relics. So if we have access to Relics, we probably want to be moving around. We probably want to be playing around in the court a little bit. We do have an Archivist who is going to be incentivized to play in the court. We have a Warrior who's going to be incentivized to muck around on the map. And we have an Ancient Holdings, which makes me wonder if that could be an Overseer pairing. All of these leaders, though, are very map-heavy leaders and not as incentivized to play around in the court. We do have Keeper's Solidarity, which could pair well with our Keeper sort of build here. The Anarchist is interesting because I can tax Relics and Psionics here. Corsair is also interesting because I'd be able to get Relic and Psionic, so that would be kind of cool too. I'd be happy with any of these leaders, I think, so I think I'll just take a Law card. I'm thinking maybe the Galactic Rifles. Raider Exosuits, no. Survival Overroads, no. Keeper's Trust, no. Could be a Tool Priests type vibe, probably not. I think is it just Keeper's Solidarity? Is it Mirror Plating? Tool Priest is just a solid, nice card. I think I'll just take Tool Priests, yeah. Or do I just take Keeper Solidarity? Maybe I just take Keeper Solidarity. Yeah, let's just take Keeper Solidarity. What do we got here? ALB. I'm thinking is like, if Tool Priest is good. Like it's fine. But if I take the Anarchist, like, I'm probably not going to have a lot of cities out, although maybe that would be good. I get all my cities out and then I just don't have to build starports at all. But Anarchist, I probably want starports because I want to be catapulting around the board a little bit. Overseer, I think Overseer is probably what I'm going to hope for here, and we can pair that with our Keeper Solidarity. I am thinking Bubbles is probably going to take Overseer. It's just such a strong leader, which is kind of fine with me. I kind of want to get a weird, freaky, like, half and half build here, where I've got, like, you know, like a attacking faction like the Corsair, but then I'm also able to influence the court as well. And Corsair will allow me to muck around in the court with these access to psionic, so that'll be nice because obviously there's no building on the B slot, which means we can pop a city down over here in 6 hex. So it's kind of not too fussed about what we get. We've got a warrior with galactic rifles, is pretty not great, pretty scary. Although we aren't super close to the white player, we are down here, so that's something we might need to think about. What do we want access to here? If we've got Relic and Psionic, and then easy access to a lot of fuel, that's probably going to be a natural go for us here. It's a really interesting setup. All right, we've got the Keeper's Trust, so that's interesting. I think we probably just take mirror plating because it's the best available. Is there any kind of world where we've got survival overrides doing things? Survival overrides and Overseer is kind of nice. So I could just take Overseer now. Raider exosuits with Corsair is nice. Maybe that's an option. Just be doing cheeky little raids. Kind of interesting. I think I just take the Overseer and worry about it later. Right? I think the yellow player is going to take Anarchist if I take Overseer, which is kind of means that Tyrant is going to be harder for us to score. Relic Fence is also in the game, which means there's not going to be a lot of access to relics as easily. I don't want to lose the psionic planet. I kind of like the idea of just taking the Corsair and then coming back around with the Rado exosuits. Let's do that. We're going to play a funky game. It's going to be funky. It's going to be funky. Okay. Why is this player not showing up? Hey, oop, that's not the right one. I'm taking the Corsair here. Like, it could be better to just take like mirror plating or something, but my thinking is I'm mostly worried that if I took, because I want to pair it with Raider exosuits. I think Raider exosuits is generally considered the worst lore card. I think it's good with my specific build. But I do think if I took it, yellow is a sneaky enough player that he might just take Corsair, which would just ruin my Raider exosuits. And I do know that they like playing with the Corsair. Red takes Raider exosuits. Okay. My other thing was, worst case scenario, one of red or white takes Raider exosuits, and then I can just take mirror plating. So at least there's that. Damn. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to play a funky half-court, half-map game and just take opportunities where they come. Yeah. I say that because I think we're going to have a lot of Relic and Psionic. I'm guessing yellow just takes Anarchist here. Like, Anarchist and Overseer are both really strong leaders. So yeah, what do we think we can win what ambitions are we going to be going for? Probably Keeper is our biggest advantage. We start with a weapon and a... What is it? A weapon and a fuel? Yeah. And so we're probably going to want access to weapon at some point. We probably do need to get over here into 2, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully red just kind of moves out of the way. We can zip up using our starport. Down the bottom here in 4. Can we survive this game without getting weapons at all? And play sort of a pseudo opportunistic raiding game. So we just do raids when we need them. It's probably going to be based on our hands and sort of the dynamic of the game, but I am thinking we want to focus a bit more on the court than moving. So we do have this 5 here, which means we can declare Relic. It will put pressure on the Archivist. We want to get our cities out. We've got a couple of abilities to tax, so we want to make sure we'll have something to tax before we do that. So I am thinking this is our only construction card. It's not ideal. I do think that maybe we just don't declare Relic. We're not too interested in... Like, we're obviously not winning Relic at this point. So yeah, I think this is probably the lead with no declare. And we're just going to open up some of those slots, those resource slots, which is vital for us when we want to have lots of resources on our person while we're raiding, because that obviously allows us to get rerolls if we have more resources. So send some GLs in the chat. Yeah, so let's just think about this strategy a bit, because it's kind of a messy one. I do normally try and build around either going for court cards or going for map aggression. And the reason for that is, and I'm sort of still, I'd like to put together a bit of a just a post or a write-up on this. But I think when you think about and I don't remember if I've said this in other videos, but I'll just keep repeating it. When you think about the 4 types of action cards that you have, one of them is mobilization, and mobilization is basically so mobilization and construction are the 2 cards that when you do the actions on those cards, they don't allow you to on their own get any what I'm kind of calling ambition equity. So obviously if you do like a tax, then you're taxing a resource, and obviously admin is the only card that allows you to tax. So an admin card is allowing you to gain ambition equity, because you can tax a building or a city and get a resource that counts towards an ambition. So it's giving you some sort of momentum towards winning one of the ambitions, which gives you points, which allows you to win the game. And when you look at all the action cards, obviously aggression is very strong as well, because it allows you to secure, which helps with ambition equity, because you can get say you took the relic fence, that's a 1 relic counting towards keeper, and so it's giving you some momentum towards winning the keeper ambition. or any of those things. Obviously, attacking is also going to allow you to get trophies. It allows you to raid, all that kind of stuff. So you think about mobilization, it's not allowing you on its own to do any of that. It allows you to move, which doesn't get you anything on its own. It allows you to influence, which doesn't get you anything on its own. And construction's similar because it's the same thing. If you're building buildings or ships, that's not really giving you any kind of equity. And yes, you can say that this helps you to get to that point, but just on its face, you're not directly getting points towards scoring. Construction is a little bit different because you can build cities, which will allow you to score points if you win ambitions. So I do think that there's something interesting there with mobilization, because it's a quarter of the cards that you will have, and I think you want to think about those mobilization actions as a definitely like the option of either moving or influencing. I think is it's a diametrically opposed decision. You are either moving ships because you have them, because you have some kind of presence on the board, in order to get trophies or raid or spread out to sort of build up your buildings or your map sort of influence. Influence is a terrible use of the word there in that specific situation. Building out your map presence. So you're either moving or you're influencing, which is influencing cards in the court in order to then secure them. And so I think if you think about it in terms of, if I'm influencing cards in the court, I now need to be able to secure those cards to convert that action into any kind of ambition equity. And so I think you want to, in most cases, pick a lane. Like you want to either be moving in order to use your aggression pips or weapons to raid or to get trophies, or you want to be influencing the court in order to get court cards and captives. And you're either influencing the court a bunch or you're moving around the map. And so there's decisions that you kind of have to make to make sure that you're doing well in either one of those arenas. Let me just muck around with my cord here. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. It bent a little bit of metal in the inside, and so it wasn't fitting. Ew. That would have been expensive. Okay, we got an admin lead, so we can seize the initiative here. We've got a warlord declare. A couple of agents put on the gatekeepers, which is good because now we can. That's like a guild struggle steal that we can possibly do. I think here we probably just want to tax. Warlord being declared is interesting. We can surpass with the 3. And then we can tax a relic and influence the court. What are we even going to get though? Like skirmishes? If we seize though, we're probably just like leading red and starting off with some attacking. Or we lead red and move out and get the weapon slot. The problem is we don't have any build. So we don't really want to be moving to then not be building. And with our hand, I think we do have a hand that probably just allows us to get some early warlord points. I don't really want to like get too aggro. And so I probably just try and grab a couple of trophies, but I also don't want to make any enemies too early. I probably want to get away from white. We could put pressure here on red and then tax some material. We could lead the 6. Maybe we just play the 3 because we're not really that interested in getting the ambition. Sorry, the initiative. And that gets us, yeah, I think we just play the 3 here. And then we can just influence the court a bit. It's not ideal. Everyone else has relics too, so that's also a little bit not great. And if I put agents on guild struggle, they're probably just going to get blocked. So maybe the 7 is the play here. Really wish I could bill. We just chuck a single agent on skirmishes. And move in battle. We won't do that. Yeah, we're just going to tax a little bit. We'll tax for a relic. But yeah, we'll protect the weapon. We really want to make sure that that weapon is safe. I think we're not too worried about the fuel at this point, because we can do a lot of moving with our cards. We'll definitely tax a psionic. I'm thinking here that we can basically use the relic psionic to put some pressure in the court. But again, this is why it's a bit tricky doing this half and half kind of thing, because now I'm split between these two different modes of operating. But we'll see how it works out for us. I don't really want to influence guild struggle because it's just going to create difficulties. It does deter the others from influencing the court, I guess. But they probably just block. But then you just get into this big war and there's nothing to even secure. But if I take skirmishes, then I could just lose it straight off the bat. I'm going to do skirmishes. Because it's the kind of thing that I can secure and then pop if I get the right, the right timing of being able to secure it. And with my relic, I can do that a lot easier. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Maybe I should just 7, and then move like 2 ships from Arrow 4 into Gate 4. I just don't really want to like make the Archivist with repair drones and sprinter drives. Like, I don't want to get into a battle with that player. I haven't played with that player before, so I don't know how they're going to play. But in my experience, a lot of the time, if you aggress, if you're the initial aggressor, that player, it makes it easy for them, because this game is tricky in that you're trying to figure out, you have all this aggression that you can use, and you're trying to figure out who do I attack, and who am I kind of like okay with attacking. And the second someone attacks you, it's just like, okay, that makes my decision easy. Now I'm attacking that person. So you're almost handing them a little bit of a gift. Excuse me. By attacking them, like, you're making their decision simple, and not only that, you're making their decision simple at your detriment. And I think in a game like this, when there's 2 other players that could be chosen over me for any specific player to be attacking, any time that we make that person to be attacked us is not going to be great, especially over, probably like 1 trophy. And I'd be leading the 1 of aggression, which means I can get surpassed by the 2. It's not a great spot. And best case scenario, we just, the 1 and the 2 get played here, and we win the initiative anyway. If we do win the initiative, like if the 2 gets played, what do we do? Kind of leaning towards just playing the 6, putting a bit more influence in the court. So yellow is obviously going for the guild struggle push here. Yellow, of course, also has a lot of access to Psionic and Relic, so we want to be careful fighting them in the court. We are going to win the initiative. Okay. We could lead the 7. The problem now is that what we could do is... No, we can't do that. No, okay, so we can't secure skirmishes right now. This is very interesting. It's really tough. We could lead the 6 and just block guild struggle, and what's he going to do? Secure it? But that's just kind of inviting all sorts of trouble. Oh, he seized. Okay. Red seized. That is very interesting. We've got a tyrant declare. Probably the resource that we're not going to worry too much about is material. So that's probably going to be our ransack target. And we've got a nice little ransack target in 1 hex. So we'll keep an eye out for red putting lots of agents in the court. And also, maybe that is a reason to open up for gate 4, because now we can put some serious pressure on X1. We do, of course, want to get some ships out. It is very annoying. Like, we really want yellow to lead so that we can seize and secure and then just pop our skirmishes straight off the bat. Alright, so red is got a bunch of mobilization pits. They're moving their ships to white. Warrior is someone we got to look out for as well, with a lot of weapons, so they can obviously move and attack a little bit. And I so wish we had Raider Exosuit. This would be so handy. We could raid yellow. Could be an option. Oh no. No. Please go yellow. Please go yellow. Please go yellow. Has he used a weapon? He might be going up into 2. He's got sprinter drives. Hopefully he just, yeah. If he just opened that gate though, that'd be great. Just go pressure on yellow. So with the 6 here, we're obviously going before yellow. I think we just influence the quarter bunch. If I influence guild struggle twice, does that force him to relic psionic it? Probably. That's kind of interesting, because then that ties up Tyrant. So rather than red getting possibly 3 with maybe a city bonus, red now gets 2. That's interesting. I could offer yellow like an agent. They don't steal skirmishes as like a, hey, I'll give you 2 points. You can secure guild struggle, but you can take gatekeepers. Do I want, like, I don't really want yellow having gatekeepers is the other thing. So maybe I do just block guild struggle and force them to use up a bunch of capital to be able to secure it. I think that's probably the play. And it means that they secure it before we influence skirmishes. It does mean though that then they block skirmishes. They might just do skirmishes just to spite me. Ransack obviously. And they're going to be able to surpass. They do have a weapon, which is very interesting. This is such a weird spot. Okay, we're firing rifles at blue. No! Should have got out of there. Damn it. Oh, well, at least it opens the gate up. You can move out. Or did we just influence corner forces and relic pens? We will get the initiative too, likely, most likely. So we secure skirmishes and then we influence twice. And then if he steals skirmishes, he steals skirmishes. He could steal skirmishes and then pop it and then do a really big ransack, which would suck. I think we don't give him the option to get 3 ships and we risk losing skirmishes. It's not the end of the world. I really don't like, my preference at the moment has, with this whole whether or not I play court or map game, I don't love playing court games because there's so many variables to think about with court games, and there's so many ways that other players can screw you. Whereas with a map game, like, you're just building ships and attacking, and there's not a lot that other players can do to really mess you up. So it's a little bit easier to control. Whereas a court game, like, I'm kind of at the mercy of what yellow wants to do here. The good thing I like about this situation specifically is we have 1 agent on 3 different court cards. If yellow doesn't block any of them, we can secure a couple of them, right? We could secure 3 cards possibly. And then Guild Struggle is that much less effective because it's like, oh, well, you can take one of them. And it's sort of an efficient, like, we've only really played, 3 cards to get, like 3 action cards to get. He sees initiative. Okay, so it looks like he's going to do some blocking. That's a shame. This is interesting. Okay, they are going to influence Court and Forces. So I guess they're going to steal Court and Forces. So that allows them. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. And then secure with that. So now they keep the pressure on with the Guild Struggle. It is annoying though. Like, they should just steal Gatekeepers. That would be the best card for them, I think. But I've got a lot of history with yellow. So I think if they're going to be able to do anything to screw me over more than red, they're going to do that thing. A lot of keeper related stuff in the court, which is also annoying. Yeah, this sucks. So they're doing the thing that screws me the most. Unfortunate. It does mean that they... No, this is well played by them. Yeah, I hate this. The worst thing is we can't ransack them either. I don't know. I think we did, because either that, I guess maybe the block on Guild Struggle could be the goer, but then they just Relics own at Guild Struggle, take Gatekeepers. They now have 2 agents. Then they use their 2 pips to block skirmishes. Oh, they've got Court and Forces. So now they can just, now they can just take my other agent on Relic Fence. Let's hope they lead, I don't know, a 3 red. The 3 or the 2 red, then we can surpass. I mean, then even what are we doing? We can't secure anything because he's going to take all our agents. Yeah, it's not going well. Not going well for the kids. So maybe the Guild Struggle block would have been better. And then moving out. So this was more what I was kind of thinking is like, and it looks like they're doing similar to what we're doing, is that they're doing kind of a half and half game. They're obviously putting a lot of influence in the court. I personally think that the Anarchist is the kind of leader that you want to be using mobilization pips to move around the map, because then you're getting in position to tax other people's cities. That being said, this is obviously working really well for them. So pretty annoying. They'll just be able to take Relic Fence agents. They might do a battle Maybe, probably not. So what can we do here? We've obviously got a fuel and a psionic, so we could potentially have. Oh, we're not going to be able to surpass though. I think we probably just pivot. We pivot with the admin 7. Okay, the guild struggle is gone, so that's one less card we need to worry about. With gatekeepers. Gatekeepers is great for them. Okay, so now they can do a battle in gate 5, I guess, which is nice. These gates are very open. Obviously, gate 4 is blocking us off, but. Man, prison wardens, skirmishers, and cordon forces all coming out in one go. We're in a bit of a tight spot here. They roll pretty, like, what is that roll? I guess that's a pretty good roll, really. You can expect 3 hits with 2 self-damage. And, well, 1 self-damage. And instead you get 2 hits with no self-damage. So it's actually a kind of a good roll. It looks bad on the surface because you get 2 red blanks, but I think it's a good roll. Okay, so we didn't get an abduct on our relic fence, which we like. What did they use the other pit? Oh, they secured guild struggle. Okay. Can we raid? I really wish they'd moved this ship in 4. Okay. I guess if they'd done that, then we would have been in a bit more trouble from yellow. Yellow would have had even more options. I think. How can we get to yellow here? Yellow is a card short, which is nice. So they've obviously got a lot of cards. So both yellow and red are a card short. Does mean the lead is going to go to white. But yellow has now engaged with white. And so hopefully white here definitely can pivot to battle. And white can pivot to battle, and they're probably going to use that to attack yellow. So yeah, the battle lines have been set, and we can kind of just sit and wait a little bit. So we probably don't want to make any kind of enemies here. We probably do just want to maybe put some, like, we could spend the fuel, move into gate 4 and just battle in gate 4. Wouldn't be terrible, I don't think. And I think we could just move all our ships because there's not a huge amount of value. Obviously yellow having gatekeepers. Oh, he's opened it up. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. I see. So he's blocking white off here, which is good because now it really forces white to put some pressure on yellow. So we can now move in on 4 hex, which is great. Do we do that? I think we probably just do. I have mirror plating. So I think we just do that. We can use the psionic as well. It's not ideal. Question is also, what are we spending here? We'll probably just throw away the 1. We can pivot. We can copy and just grab the relic fence. Maybe that's the go. And use a fuel just to block gate 4. Fired rifles at red. Increase it 1C. So they had a ship there. Okay. Alright, so they haven't put any pressure on yellow, which is annoying. So what I could do is seize the initiative here and raid the crap out of yellow. I think I like that. It opens up the material slot. Yellow was always going to be combative towards me anyway. The only problem is I don't have a lot of stuff. But I think that's probably going to be the play. I seize with the 7, play the 4. And then lead the 1. So we'll basically have 1 pip in there. We'd want to block the gate, I assume. Maybe we don't block the gate. We probably just don't block the gate. Here's Cordon Forces. He could move 1, 2. He can't build anything, so that's good. We'd probably want to have 2 rerolls. And if we can steal Cordon Forces, then that's nice. I think we got to go for it here. I think we spend the fuel. We could spend the psionic. But yeah, I think we spend the fuel to move. We do 1 battle with 4 skirmish dice. Yeah, I think this is the play. I don't think that this is what a lot of players would do. They would do a more safe option here. But you know, I don't know, you know. So the other thing is we can secure with the relic fence. Do we do that? I think I'd rather just have the reroll. I don't need the relic fence. So we can move from area 4 into gate 4. Fuel. Then move into hex 4. Can anyone catapult out? No one can catapult into us, so I think we're not super worried about it. And then we battle psionic. And then we have another battle. And then we'll get 3 more battles. Yeah. And 2 rerolls every time. We battle in hex 4. And I have ancient holdings and people's trust. Oh my lord. What a roll. What a roll. Oh, that's gonna help. Battle. Do that again. We'll just get no hits this time, right? That again. No, we do that. Oh my goodness. Dream rolls, man. Absolute dream rolls. Well, that helps a lot. Do we secure? We don't even need to. Rather than reroll. Battle with yellow, and we can even help the gate with that last bit. Same scenario. Big old raid. Okay, so we've got 2 keys. Let me just reroll this. Okay. Easy game. Oh, baby. Hit 1 hit. Bombardment. And we can steal their weapon. We won't. Forces and gatekeepers. So this is kind of, I guess, the benefit of the Corsair is we can do a bit of both. We can do a bit of court. The court obviously didn't work very well for us. And we can secure relic fence and block the gate. This is green. What else can we battle? Bang battle. We can battle on gate 1. Oh, I'd get 3 dice there. It would open the gate up there. I think I'll just secure relic fence and move. Okay. I hit 4 into gate 4. Do we move all of them? We just move 1. Let's move all of them. So yellow's just going to secure skirmishes, which is still a little bit scary. The good thing is we're going to get the warlord points. So that was kind of part of the bonus. Right, red's going to surpass with 5. What are they going to do here? Probably just kill our ship. That's cool. That's cool. So this is like insanely good start. It went from very, very average to not very, very average. It was like fine. I think we were sort of laying low, and that was going to be okay. But yeah, red opening that gate changed everything, and then obviously getting some ridiculous luck. Like I think if I could have just taken one of Cordon Forces or Gatekeepers and killed most of his ships there, I think that would have been a success. You know, like if I could have killed like even like 3 ships and his starport, I would have had 4 trophies. Probably would have been enough to get Warlord. Maybe not. The good thing here is like white having the extra action. They can only really attack yellow or red. We have also got the bonus of mirror plating, which is just a nice little buffer, obviously. Yeah, so we're just gonna get. Oh, he raids! He can raid with my Raider exosuits. Damn it. Fortunately, he did not roll 2 keys. He's going to raid again and not roll 2 keys, so that's very nice. That means we get to keep our ship there. It opens the gate. That's a bit scary. Don't love that. Oh, he repairs. Oh. Ugh, that's huge. Because Warrior just having the ability to like pivot, move into 6 hex, get an attack, and then get a final like raid on me would be so bad. Hard rifles, arrow 1 at blue. Okay. That's good. And then what was last action? Alright, let's lock in. Let's lock in. I'm just so like pumped about those rolls. Like just sitting here chuffed. Oh, he just had single construction. Let's go. What's he declaring? Tycoon. Oh, we're gonna get Tycoon points? No, we both get 0. The old points declared. White undid. Just build a ship. Okay, wow, that was an amazing first chapter for us, obviously. We're a bit of a target, but we do get to go second as well, which is just awesome too. We'd love to have some building here. Yeah, this is a good hand. Obviously no securing, but we can offset that with our relic, our access to relics. Sorry, is typing. All right, got a Mob 6 lead. No declare. So obviously no battling or securing with our actions this round. We can influence. We've got some 5s to be able to declare keeper. Do we seize the initiative here? And then lead 5 admin, declare keeper. It would be cool to be able to use Cordon Forces with the red actions, which is a shame, because obviously with Cordon Forces you can, what is the action called? Abduct. It's a battle action. So it would need to be spending weapons, and you're capturing rivals that have fewer agents than your total weapons, which is 1 for us. I think we just put an agent in the court. We could just pop Cordon Forces. Oh, maybe we move. We've got some building to do here, so we could move into 4C, sort of set ourselves up for a bit of a move. I think we just copy with the Mob 5. Do we keep the 5 in case we want to declare? No, because I think we just copy. Yeah. Are we keeping gates? I think so. I don't know. I try to this just feels like a spot where it's just like there's not a lot to do. It is scary because one of these other 2 will lead. Like if Yellow has the 7, they can obviously, I think they can get the initiative and then they can come do some stuff. They can obviously pop their skirmishes, which is a little bit terrifying, and come put a huge amount of pressure on us. So maybe we just pop Cordon Forces now and then do a move. Really need to think about this. My fear is if Waller doesn't get declared, I don't want to build all my ships out now. So yeah, we're just going to do a sneaky move and see what happens. I do think that Bubbles is going to do something though. He's not the kind of player that's going to... Sorry, Yellow. Sorry, Bubbles. He's not the kind of player that's just going to let me have this kind of lead. Which is very, very scary. Honestly. I think we got to pop it. We got to get some ships out. Alright, let's pop Cordon Forces. The other thing about... There's not really a huge amount of need to keep Cordon Forces, because I can't use the ability anyway. move from gate 4 into... We'll just like split our armada up. That is a nice even distribution. Kind of going into defensive mode. So I think if I was wanting to be more offensively minded, then I'd want all my ships in a big cluster so that I can catapult out and take things. But I think at this point we are defensive. We're wanting to be defensively minded. So if we have 2 spots where we've got 3 ships, it's just so much harder to kind of hurt us with, you know, the 2 actions that yellow is potentially going to get here. I knew he'd have the 7. Freaking knew it. Yeah, he's immediately popping skirmishes. So the other thing, like, he's got the weapon, obviously. So if he has mobilization 2, say, wow, he's just straight in there. Okay, well, I think we made the right decision. Because now if he either attacks us in gate 4 and just kills some of those ships, right? Or he moves into 4 arrow and does a raid. That's not the end of the world for us because we can kind of live with that. A raid is likely gonna, you know, if he rolls, I like bringing up this little what's the dice? Arcs dice. Yeah, this thing. If he raids us with 5 raid dice, he's going to take 2.5 hits, right? So if we can kind of assume like 3 hits, that's 3 damaged ships that are now sitting right next to an army of 3 ships. My fear, though, is that yellow knows this, and what they're likely going to do is, you know, like a Mob 2 or 1, and then they'll just kill all the ships in gate 4, and then they'll move into 4C and kill all those ships too. So, and then we're in a position where we've only got 5 more ships left. We do have some good building, so that's nice. But yeah, I do think that they're going to see this, like gatekeepers, and go, okay, and relic fence and our stuff, and just go, we just need to take some of that stuff from blue. Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping I hope that that's what they do. But I think that they're a smart enough player to probably just kill as many ships as possible. And they're obviously not going to be able to declare Warlord because we have the 4. But at that point, we might be incentivized to declare Warlord. I'm very thankful that we have the 5. It is possible that we now may need to prioritize building starports down here. So yeah, I think we'll just wait and see. The other good thing is we have mirror plating, so kind of they'll need to do like a skirmish, then assault rolls. So that would be skirmish, assault, and 4, and then a move, and then just a full-on assault. So I don't think they have enough to like kill all those ships anyway. So yeah, I'm like, it's obviously not great for us. And yellow is the kind of player that they, to their own, not detriment, but they will take down the leading player because they see that as the highest, you know, the most beneficial play for them, is that the leading player isn't doing too well. All right, so we've got a 2 lead, so that's good. That means they're only going to have 3 pips. They'll probably just move into 4. Oh no, they're just battling in 4. That's fun. Oh, that's a good roller. is unfortunate. They definitely were owed that kind of role though. The other bad thing is we can't surpass. Yeah, they are just killing all the ships. Man, that's such an unfortunately good roll to start with. Hopefully they roll really poorly here. Yes. And they mirror plating. That's fantastic. Oh, he didn't even see mirror plating. Forgot about that. Yeah. So, I mean, that worked out really well for us. They take 4 and do 1.
What am I doing here? This is a different world.
Yeah, that's really, really good. The question is, do we now pop gatekeepers? Probably not. Like, if we're going to pop gatekeepers, we probably want Warlord declared. We can actually raid them. They have nothing to raid, though. They've just got 4 keys to get the weapon. And the other good thing is we're now going to go after them. Oh, sorry, before their next turn. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. What do we do, though? Influence? Build? I think I just attack. Alright. Red has sprinter drive, so they can go 1, 2. Okay. 2. Obviously, they still have access to the buildings here. I think we just pivot to build, honestly. We just need to keep getting ships out. This is a bit scary not having all of it clear. We can influence prison wardens. Oh, these are very open. Yeah, I think we just chuck the 5, build a ship. Or do we copy to battle? No, we probably just copy to battle. What are we throwing away though? The 4? The 4 is kind of our possible warlord declare. Light rifles at red. 1C. Okay, I think we probably copy with the 4. Really don't want to throw away an admin. Then if mobilization gets cleared, what's red gonna lead here? They have a relic, so they're more incentivized maybe to influence the court a bit. I think I just throw away this 5 and battle. Yeah, I think it's the play. Oh, is it? Because then if he plays a 5, I can build. And he's still sitting there. I think we do this. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous roll. Didn't know that the moves section of the leader needed to be in the same system. Don't even know what it means. Please don't lead build. And if you do, please lead low build. I think I stuck with the 5 because the worst case scenario is he leads a 4 and doesn't declare a 4 build. That's the only difference between my 3 and my 5, right? And it's more likely if he does lead a build, he's probably going to lead a 1 or a 2 just to like get lots of building out. I guess he can't do a lot of building. Yeah, he can't do a lot of building. Maybe a 4 is still more of an option. I think it's probably likely that immobilizations or Athens. Because he can just hack so much. Ooh, aggression. Okay. And a declare. Okay, that's unfortunate. We're going to need to obviously copy this. Again, do we copy it? Oh, he's coming to attack me. How annoying, man. Bro, you don't need to... He rolls 2 keys. It's just ridiculous. That's really annoying. Stealing the relic. Yikes. The yikes on that one. I mean, sure. I still want to get yellow out of there. Take the relic fence at least. Deeper solidarity, protecting my relic fence. Let's go. If I just pivot now, attacks a relic. My relic fence is still protected. But I think I just kill the yellow ships. I can't believe how good his roll was. That's so annoying. I really misplayed this chapter. Yeah, I think he's right. But what are we gonna do? Do we want to seize the initiative? I think we probably just want to like downplay a lot of our stuff now at this point. So we probably just pop gatekeepers. Just get rid of it. I mean, I could just tax another relic to protect relic fence. What's yellow gonna do? Roll 2 skirmish dice a whole bunch? Probably not. Oh, they can do that, but we can seize the initiative by the 4 with the weapon. Declare warlord. White is just going to come get down in the action though, aren't they? Sucks not having any aggression, man. Oh, white is seize the initiative. Man, that's so awesome. Oh, that is so freaking good. Oh. What a dream. What a dream. That makes our job so much easier. Let's go. Now I just tax a relic, I guess? I'll just kill yellow ships. I could build a starport in Corsair. I guess I just tax a relic. Do we pop gatekeepers? Probably pop gate. I can do it. Probably. Hopefully. So I think I just try and get some keeper points here. Like, even if I can get second place, it's 3 points. It's been at 8. It's been a good position. There's not a lot I can do about the other players attacking me. And I think what I don't want to do is be in a on 8 points and in a terrible position going into the next chapter. So ideally, I probably just want to hold on to the relic fence. I can lose the gatekeepers. I'm not super worried about yellow, even with their aggression 1, which I assume they'd have at least 2 aggression pips here, but like they can just kill all the ships in 4C. I'm just trying to figure out if it's better for me to have these ships in my possession so that I can build up next chapter. I won't have access to material, which kind of makes loyal engineers kind of enticing. Loyal keepers would obviously be good for scoring, but I mean the difference between 5 and 3 points this chapter is not a lot. I just want to score a couple of points and not be completely decimated going into chapter 3. I just want to get away. Like, there's no way that I can win with both red and yellow just ganging up on me. And so, yeah, so the question is how I go about that. Like, yellow, we're in a good position because they can't roll red dice. So our mirror plating is really putting in work here. Because they could just roll 2 red dice, do a bunch of damage to the ships in 4C. If they're rolling 2 skirmish dice, like, they're going to get, that's 6 skirmish dice rolled, that's 3 hits, right, on average. They could move into 4 arrow and try a raid, but then what are they going to get? Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers would be great for them. But again, they need 2 keys with 2 dice. They do 2 hits there, so that's unfortunate. So now they can just obviously use 2 red dice. I mean, it's like, it is what it is. So now they're going to kill all those ships. Damn it. Getting two hits there was just so big. Far out. That's annoying. Yeah, so how do we get out of this the most unscathed? We probably just seize the initiative and get Warlord declared. Get our ships back, pop gatekeepers, I think at this point. Is going to be the most important thing for us going into next chapter, is that we just have some material on the board. And a couple more points so that we're in a strong position. You know, that in chapter 3 we can be a threat, but also not completely, you know, just all or nothing, you know, trying to only win in chapter 3 type scenario. I think if I was yellow here, I'd probably just move into 5C or something, or 4 arrow, and then you can get some. No, I'm gonna kill that ship. Oh, that's good. They give us a trophy. Right? They give us a trophy. Oh, right. That was one self-hit. Right. Good. Damn, man. 6 dice. 4 blue, 2 red, and they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage and 1 hit, 1 self hit. That's insane. I mean, we can't complain. We can't complain, can we? Just give me a game where only I'm lucky. I'd like just one game where I'm just lucky and I win. I just get all the luck. No one else gets any luck at my expense. We've got a construction 7 lead with a tycoon declared. Probably don't really care either way about that one. We can now surpass with the 3. Far out. What are we going to do here? I guess we surpass. C's with 5. It's so gross. So gross. Maybe we just don't even seize with the 5. Don't worry about. Like, do we need to get Warlord declared? Probably right. We don't declare it now. The rest of our stuff dies. 3 gonna win. There's a lot of played face down cards here. A lot of those could be. So obviously one of those is a 5. So the 4, 6, and 7. Probably unlikely. Let's surpass 3. So yellow's going to be able to build up here now at 4C. We can build here, which is a city. We can't move to build anywhere else. So we can go build, 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 and then he's going to go build, 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 build. And now we're just constantly fighting here. I am going to be popping gatekeepers, so I'm not really building any more ships, am I? So I probably use it with my weapon now. Maybe we just pivot, tax, relic. What are we doing with the 4 if we're declaring Warlord? Is yellow going to declare Warlord for us? The 7's gone. So it's only the 6 and the 4 that are going to be able to beat us. Which is only a couple of builds. Okay, I'm not going to seize. So if we place at each gate, I could gain a relic and then I could also tax. No, I won't do that. And then we'll just build city and hex 4. Yeah. Alright, so yellow's got the 6. They're probably just going to either repair or build in 4C, I would guess. They just want to be up in our grill as the anarchists. And there's 2 tax options here now. Repairing, it doesn't really matter for them because they can tax with damaged ships too. I mean, it is nice having a slightly more repaired ship, but yeah. I'd be so good if red seized. It'd be so funny. It's been such a weird game. Red and yellow putting pressure on us is just so annoying. Like it's obviously been the right thing to do. Because we're in such a good spot. They are repairing. Cool. I guess they won't have access to the fuel tank. And they've gone for the starport and 5 hex, so that's good. That means they're kind of going back to 5 rather than putting too much emphasis on 4. 4 is obviously going to be our base. Man, the Archivist with sprinter drives and repair drones. Freaking annoying, man. Right. Still got the starport and 5 hex and a repair. Okay, so they've done the undo. Oh man, what a stressful game. So with all these ships that we got on these gates, I don't really care about clogging the gates up that much. I mostly just want to be able to consolidate a little bit and have some kind of protection. I have Keeper Solidarity. I want to make sure that, and obviously the Relic Fence, where I think from here on out, like we're just getting Keeper declared and along with Relic Fence, just having the monopoly on Keeper could see us out. So I mean, maybe it's worth leaving all the ships in the gates, having everything clogged up. We can't really be raided, and just getting Keeper declared at all costs. Probably do want to get another city out. Alright, so Yellow's going to have the lead here. This is going to be diabolical for us. The good thing is there's not really much you can do to us now. Like, you can't raid us. You can probably steal the weapon, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We have a lot of ability to possibly surpass with these 2 cards and influence the court. And then with our relics we can be securing, so we can kind of build up a little bit. And we can strategically, like if we get Prison Wardens now, Prison Wardens will be protected. Okay. The 4 lead, Warlord is declared. That is really good news. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Yellow. Thank you. Obviously, it's good for them. They score. But man, it's so good for us. I'm very glad we didn't seize. Now they've just got a bunch of resources. They get any? They weren't able to tax anyone's planets, but they got a bunch of fuel to be able to now move into people's cities. So I'm expecting both of those ships down in 4C to move into my 2 cities. Oh. Not a lot Red can do. They will probably tax a relic, would be my guess. It's a shame. I guess that's the only downside with this lead. So we're probably just going to tax a relic. We're going to tax a material. Like if we taxed a material and got loyal engineers, that's a protected loyal engineers, which is kind of nice, I guess. And Tycoon. Yellow is scoring Tycoon now. Archivist can't score Tycoon. Oh, they're taxing our city too. Annoying. We will be getting 2nd place Warlord, which is nice. Okay, so we're going to get to lead the 4 here. We'll definitely tax a Psionic, because then we could lead the 4 Psionic Relic, whatever we want. We could lead the 4 with the weapon. Blow some stuff up. Blow up 2 ships, 2 red ships. So you go up, repair drones, sprinter drives, radar access suit, and tool priest. You can build ships there too. Yeah, I think we lead the 4 with the weapon, just blow this up. It would be nice to influence the court, but I think we're just going to get them out of there. What do? We go move from like X2 into 4. And so that's 1, 2, and then just 3 red dice. Yellow is going to be able to use their weapon with, if they're able to surpass the 4. Probably not. No 5 out, but did I play the 5? I think I played the 5 face down from memory. Probably go back and look. I'm not worried about the 4 being surpassed, which means we'll have the lead going into next chapter, which would be really nice. I could influence loyal keepers, secure loyal keepers. That would get me win me keeper. Loyal engineers would let me build cities so I can win on the bonus, but I don't think I'm not going to win keeper. I'm spending a bunch, I don't think. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, so we'll pass 5. We will not be seizing. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll do this here. I think we'll be spinning the weapon, so put that there. We'll tax obviously a relic. We like those. be spending the relic as well. And then we'll tax. Do we influence the court? Have to save it. Sorry. I don't know if it matters either way, right? Yeah, I think I let red win. That one. Oh, yeah. I could relic sign it, turn the weapon into a relic. The relic sign it, lower keepers turn the weapon into a relic. Build another city. Be used. So we're going to spin that relic sign and turn that back into a relic. Yep. Just be happy with second place relic. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. I could do prison wardens. Do we want to give red a bunch of points? Prison wardens would be dope. I think I'd just do prison wardens. And don't worry about winning it. We have secured second place, most likely. Okay. And we're going to move from gate 2. Gate 4. That's 1. Move from gate 4 into arrow 4. 2. We're going to battle red. We're not worried about... Oh, I can't roll 3. Damn it. I can only roll this. Damn. What about that? Shoot. So I could build with the material. Why can I build with the material? Oh, I'm out of ships. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, just do that. That's the plan. Okay. We all take. I'm just going to take a ship because him having 2 damaged ships, he can repair when he battles. And that's more annoying, I think, than because he can battle, do damage to me, then repair, and then he has Tall Priest, so then he can build on top of my city as well. So, yeah. I'm just going to go on mute for a second and just grab water. Okay, back to me. Rightio. I wish I had a weapon. I wish I had weapon. Wish I had a weapon. Alright, no aggression still. 2 over 5. That takes a weapon though. Yeah, not having a weapon right now is very, very bad. Do I declare relic? And just tax a bunch? Yellow has construction union. This is such a bad hand. Annoyingly bad hand. Well, I've got a lot of build and a lot of some admin. I think I need to declare here. I can declare relic, but I'm not going to win it is the problem. The yellow's going to have an extra turn, so they're going to get a final raid here. I think that they're going to use their weapon and their fuel to great effectiveness. And I cannot have that. But I have no way. Like the combo of cards that I have right now are just completely useless. No one can relic Psionic. I think I just play this and then try and somehow get to weapons. The only move card I have is a 7. Wild. And no access to fuel. Really bad. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. I think I just hold on to the prison wardens. I'm not too worried about my ships at this point, and I'll probably want to keep some in my supply. Do I want to build with the material? Probably not. I think I need to keep my options open here. We're just going to tax a bunch. And hope for the best. Basically. Tax another material? Probably. I can move a little bit and build a lot. Yeah. We need to do a lot of building here. A lot of moving, a lot of building. I could just move up into 2C. A lot of building with no building, with no moving or fuel. It's kind of a nightmare. I put the relic in the 2 key slot. I don't care, with this hand I'm not going to win. So I need to prepare for chapter 4. So I don't really care if I get raided and that relic gets stolen. I think if I do get raided, it's going to open up possibilities for like just getting trophies and stuff like that. And honestly, they like I would probably rather they took that relic. Prison Warden's stealable right now under. Yes. Yeah, I think I'd rather they stole the relic than. Prison Wardens, really? Or even the material. Yellow is asking for a, for a Keeper's Trust clarity, or Keeper's Solidarity clarity. Keeper's Solidarity clarity. That they can still raid Prison Wardens. So they've said, just to check, I can still raid Prison Wardens. But yes, why? I don't want them to take Prison Wardens, but also, again, I'm open to being raided, especially with like a couple of ships. It's not great, but being raided, like if you're raided successfully, it probably means that the other player has expended a lot of energy to do that and taken on a lot of self damage, generally. And I think I'm in a position now where I need that. I think I am. The perception of me is that I am absolutely dominating this game. And the reality is quite far from that, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but the hands that I'm getting, not to be that guy, but these are not good hands. Because it also means that, like, if I have no aggression, I've had no aggression now for 2 straight hands, that means all that aggression is in the other player's hands. And if that's the case, last chapter, like if last chapter is anything to go by, that didn't end well for me, especially with the perception of the table. Okay. So it looks like yellow has moved a bunch. Text got a couple of captives. They better not win on this too. Good if white has 7. Right. Get the music on. It's locked in. Let's lock it in. Alright. A bit of work on the side. How's our stream looking? Looking good, looking good. So we've not been super active in the court. Yeah, all this construction, it's not been nice. Oh. Hey, we're back. We are so back. We have a pulse. Okay, red has taxed a sign. And white's going to get the lead. Okay. Get our head back in the game. We've got another hour. Live play in us. Hopefully that ends this chapter next. Yeah, white is influencing the material cartel, so that probably gives some kind of clue. They do love to declare tycoon. Ooh, warlord. Or just nothing. You hate to see it. I can do exactly one build. You hate to see it. I'll probably just play the 6. I guess. Means Bubbles probably has the 7. Probably. Hey, yeah. We just build a ship, I guess. And I wish I had a captive. Do I build a ship or do I... Or okay, the question really is, do I pop Prison Wardens? The other question is, do I seize? We've got a Warlord declare, which we absolutely hate to see. Firing rifles at yellow and 5 hex is fantastic for us. We love that. Oh, we love it so much. We love it so much. Okay, so Bubbles is going to get at the very least a 7, or he'll just seize the initiative by the construction union. I actually think I just play the 3 maybe. And save the 6, because he can construction union and then just lead the 4 again. And so it kind of saves the 6 for a little bit later, but I do also want to just kind of force his hand. I don't know. 3 gets him a tyrant declare. Which is also kind of interesting. Let's just not overthink it. Let's not overthink. And hope we don't live to rue the day. Gain a relic with psionic. We'll probably just gain a relic with material. Why not? And now we have 4 relics. So we can likely win relic. Sweet. That's some points. Then we'll just build a ship. Build a ship, ask questions later. Really nice that the red player with sprinter drives is just not really, doesn't have a huge amount of ships on the board anymore, and also not within striking distance of us. And yellow has 2 ships on the map. They got a bunch of stuff, but like just no board presence there. Yeah, white choosing to attack yellow there is a choice. We'll take it. We will take it. Yeah, I guess for all the complaining I'm doing about my hand, it's really just stopping me from completely running over this game. I'm probably still in the strongest position, I would guess. Like I'm likely going to get 6 more points. Don't intend to win Warlord. The only way I can like compete on Warlord is if someone comes and attacks me, and then I can, using red cards, and I can sort of like counter. But yeah. I think here we're just trying to survive. Just trying to get a few points, get to next chapter, and hope for a good hand. And hope to sort of maintain this somewhat relatively strong board presence that we currently have. It's kind of wild not being able to move though. Not gonna lie. It's the Corsair. Not great not being able to move. The Keeper's Solidarity is putting, like, both of my lore cards have just been putting in work, eh? Really been affecting me. Haven't been doing a lot of influencing in the court, but also not having any mobilization this chapter kind of hindered a lot of that. Warrior is putting a lot of influence in the court. We're not too worried about that. Oh no, yellow's gone. Oh no. Sorry, on a call. Alright. While they're on that call, I might just go off for a second. I should be making notes of all these timestamps. 2 hours, man, 2.5 hours. BRB. Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay, we're good. So he does have the 7. Yikes. Ship. Go to city. Ooh. Yeah, lots of ships. Get those ships out. Hey, get your ship emotes in the chat. Red gonna do here? Red can't really build. Like, Red has no way to build. Really need to stop. They have no weapon either. Yeah, this is a cloggy lead, a very cloggy lead. I fear that this game is losing momentum. Alright, I'll sign off there then. I think there was some good analysis. Hopefully that's made a somewhat compelling video. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whomever you're with, I almost said be kind. It's Ellen DeGeneres. That's her line. She's a much beloved member of the community. Be kind. Most yeah. Most hypocritical thing. I don't know Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe she is lovely. Maybe the media's just painted her out to be really bad. Anyway, wherever you are, I hope you're well. I hope you are warm and dry and happy and playing lots of arcs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.